Welcome to the Stagecode podcast with Paris and Beck.
This podcast is all about bodybuilding, raw and unfiltered, from off-season to stage day and everything in between.
Hi guys, welcome to episode 10. Woo!
Yay! Look at us every single time. I'm going to say look at us go, but
I feel like 10 is like a milestone.
10 is definitely a milestone.
Like that's 10 weeks.
Yeah.
That's every week for 10 weeks.
It.
That's pretty good.
I'm so proud of us.
I know.
I love that we said, maybe on episode 10 we'll do a Q&A and then we never did that.
Or
so
like
sorry.
we'll get the boys on. I even said to Matt last night, I was
true.
like, oh yeah, we need to get you on the podcast soon.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
think once we set up at my place and everything, it'll be a lot easier.
And then we just got to figure out timings of 4 people, which I feel
true.
like is the most difficult.
Very difficult. But anyway, we'll get there. But yes, it is incoming with the boys on.
Yeah.
I think that'll be
They've
such
got
a good
no
episode.
choice.
Yes, they will be here.
And I don't think they've ever even had
I
a
don't think
conversation
they've
with each other.
met.
Like they would have seen each other at the gym.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Even like Jamie, I think I've said like 2 words to Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie
Like
doesn't
you've
talk
like
much.
spoken to Matt, you've got a like friendship, but it's
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm just like, I smiled at him in the gym the other day. I feel like it's rude if I don't, because like I'm close with you and we do this together and all that. So like,
I know everyone ever.
I don't want him to think I'm just rude and like blank him.
No,
you know?
he would never. He doesn't even look up most of the time at the gym anyway. He's very like head down, just
Gets it
very
done.
introverted.
Yeah.
But yeah, which I like.
Yeah, don't talk to anyone.
Yeah, don't talk to anyone.
Don't flirt with any girls.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Joking, just kidding.
We'll go into our high and low. I'll start with my low. My low would probably just be like watching other people eat Easter chocolate.
Oh, that would have been rough.
That
Or
would
the
be my
Easter
low.
show especially.
Yeah, like the Easter show was fun, but like, oh my god, all the food, like that was my low. Is just like watching people experience the Easter chocolate, and because I know how much better Easter chocolate tastes than normal
Like,
chocolate.
why is it anyone that says differently? Like, y'all are stupid because that shit is crack.
I was
It's
talking about
literally
it. I
crack.
think it's something to do with like they put a bit more cacao.
Cocoa.
Freaking, I don't know how
I
to
don't
say
know. Chocolate.
in the chocolate,
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like the way they mix it, something
Yeah.
to do with that
So-
makes it
okay,
taste
so it
better. So
actually
it
is-
does taste better.
See, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but I've got some hidden away.
Love
Like
that.
I don't encourage buying things when you're in prep, but Easter chocolate is the exception.
Yeah, because you don't get it any other
Yeah,
time.
Easter
except
chocolate or hot cross buns, the exception.
Or yeah, hot cross buns especially.
I didn't get any of those and put them in the freezer, so I'm a bit annoyed about that. But that's okay.
That's okay. What
Next
what
year.
was the chocolate? Do you remember what the chocolate was?
I've got a bunny,
Love
like a
that.
big bunny.
Just plain?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which
stunning.
like I learnt yesterday is 800 calories.
No. So depends on which one, but I got one. I did an Instagram reel the other day, and it was 930 calories for the entire bunny.
Yeah.
It was
like
the one
50
that's
grams
in the
of
purple.
fat or something. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's the one
"Ooh."
that's in all purple, the
Yeah.
Cadbury one.
So
Crazy.
I've got that, and then I've got 2 bags of mini eggs, like just the solid mini
Oh,
eggs.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
Love that.
excited.
Very plain.
I'll see
very
them.
basic.
I'll see them in 3 months.
Yeah. That's exciting.
And then my high would be I've forgotten. No, I remember. My high would be on Easter Sunday. Me and all my family came over here. Like we kind of surprised my mum. So my sister and her partner, they live in Sydney. So they were like, "Oh, mum, we'll come and stay the night." And then we were all like messaging. We have a group chat like without my mum, all my sisters and their partners. And we were like, "Oh, let's do something." And they were like, "Oh, we could go out." And I was like, "Oh, for my sake, let's do
Yeah.
like a games night."
Oh,
Like
love
at
that.
home. So we were all talking and no one's house is big enough. So we are like, oh, let's do it at mum's. And then I was like, has anyone told mum? And then they're like, nah. And I was like, maybe we just don't tell her.
Yeah,
like, let's
it's
just rock
surprise
up.
her.
So that she wasn't totally blindsided, my sister and her boyfriend said they would come over. And
Yeah,
then 20 minutes later, Matt and I rocked up. And then 30 minutes later, my sister and her fiance rocked up.
I love
She was like,
that.
oh, my kitties are
Oh,
together.
that would have been so special.
Yeah. It's
I
so
love
nice
that.
because when you think about like 3 years ago, like me and all my sisters were like single and
yeah,
like we're just going through the loss of our dad and things like
Yes.
that. And then now we've got these beautiful like we're all in
And you-
long-term
yeah.
relationships and we've got these great men in our life. And it's just
it would
really
be so
nice.
special
And
for your
they're-
mum too.
Yeah, and they're all like close. Like all the boys get along.
Oh, I
and,
love that.
Yeah, mum loves them. And yeah, so it's really
Aw,
nice. So it's
that's so
really humble
special.
and lots of giggles.
That's
and,
like that's what it's all about, right? Like
Yeah.
it's so easy to get so swept up in like the everyday life and the frustrations and all the things that we feel, but like it's obviously like Easter is Easter, but it's like it's so good for that kind of family time. I
Mm.
love that.
yeah, it was good. That would be my
Aw.
high.
Stunning.
how about you?
My
with
my
your
Easter
low.
was very different. Yeah, my lowest that I still don't have internet is driving me insane.
Yeah, that's
I'm actually ready to like, yeah, go crazy.
She's ready to
nuts.
move out already.
I'm absolutely ready to move out and go to another place that already has NBN in it. Which is it's so frustrating, especially because I think I mentioned before, like most of my life and my business is online.
Like you
so
work
it's
from
so
home
hard. Even, like,
essentially half of the time.
Oh yeah. Oh, probably like
well, when
80%
you're
of
not in the
time.
gym, you're at home working.
Yeah. And at the moment, like I'm doing a whole app transfer from like taking all of my online and my PT, like face-to-face PT clients onto another app and doing that with no internet or just through
Yeah,
my
like we said
phone.
last week, good timing for you.
Oh, literally the worst.
Things
Like,
just haven't been good
why?
timing for the last few weeks for you.
Not at all. Like all of the last month.
Like
but it's
holidays
so
when
fun.
moving, now no internet when transferring like,
out. Like why? Anyway, what else was I going to say with that? Anyway, yeah, so that's been a fun time. So still no internet, so we'll see how that goes. And then my high would be that I've actually mostly done my apps transfer, which is really exciting. I feel like. Also, I'm going to the Easter show tomorrow, which is really exciting too.
fun.
But I literally just spent the entire like 4 days. I didn't do face-to-face PT clients, and I just spent the entire time on my laptop just doing it, just like hustling hard. I was like a friggin' hermit in my house, not leaving. I just leave to go to go and train, and then that's it.
Just lock down for a few hours.
Yeah, like it was like,
and then it's probably taking twice as long because you're trying to use hotspot.
100%. Yeah, and everything's just so slow and just cuts out all the time. And then obviously like have my normal work and stuff like that in on top of that. But we've done it now, so it's all fine.
You'll get there.
It's fine. But yeah, so that would probably be my. But yeah, I'm going to the Easter show. I'm going to Sydney tomorrow, and then we're going to go to the Easter show on Friday, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, fun.
Like a freaking kid in a candy store. I've never been, so I'm so excited.
You've never been?
I've never been to it. No, the only shows I've been to is the Bathurst show. It's the Royal Bathurst show, which is probably not the same.
With
kind
like
of
one
vibes.
ride and one stall.
They have a sheep shearing contest and everything. It's a real hoot.
No, it's fun. I've been like a couple times, like obviously last week and then a few years ago. But you got to make sure you go to like the petting zoo, like
oh yeah, definitely want to go feed the animals. Yeah.
Don't try like the really viral foods because they're shit. Like the kids that I went with, they tried this dragon's breath thing, and it was like $20, and they said it tasted like nothing. Like it tastes like cereal.
Right. Okay, I don't really.
So don't try that.
Okay.
And then I can't remember what else they said.
There's like a rainbow toasty and like
don't get that either.
Don't get that.
No.
All right.
Like it just tastes like a cheese toasty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just get that wherever.
But I've seen a few things on TikTok. Just check TikTok.
Yeah.
But don't get like the viral. Like that dragon's breath thing they said was so bad.
Okay.
I can't speak from experience, but
yeah,
they said it was bad. And that's a bunch of 12-year-old girls, so I'm sure they're being honest.
Yeah,
for
sure. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Let's go through prep updates. How are we feeling?
Yeah, so I'm 13 when you guys listen to this. I'll be 13. I'm pretty sure 13 weeks out, but then when I look, sorry, my
I was like, what is happening?
That's my boss blowing up my phone. Anyway,
hey girl.
Yeah, I'll be shout out to my boss.
Yeah.
I'll be 13 weeks out
on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, when this goes.
I think it's 13 weeks. I really need to
couldn't
double check
know.
because then when I look at my countdown, it says like 3 months.
Oh,
So I'm like 3 months is 12 weeks. So I'm like, but I need to check. But I'm pretty sure it's 13.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on it. Yeah, super exciting. Like it's going like I'm like, oh my god, I only have 3 months.
Season
left.
A, season A shows have started, so that's
and we're gonna go to Sydney show. I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
if you're still keen.
Yeah,
So I'm excited for that. I feel like that's gonna like light a fire like under me to be like, okay, that's gonna be me in like 2 months.
Yeah, it'll definitely
months.
help.
So that'll be fun. But yeah, good. I'm a little bit up weight at the minute, but I think I had a few bad nights sleep the last couple of nights, and then like had a huge day at the Easter show. Like was on my feet all day and probably didn't drink enough water and things like that. So I feel like there's things that are probably contributing to that. It's not like a huge increase, but I'm just sitting like a little bit up
compared to what you were on the check.
Yeah.
But
I
had a big drop.
Yeah. So I was 68 point. The lowest I've weighed in so far is 68.4.
Yeah.
Which is 4 kilos.
Yeah.
Down. Yeah. So I'm about 4 kilos down, which is really good.
Yeah. You're looking so much leaner.
I'm starting to notice it a little bit now. Not so much my legs, but definitely like my upper body. And like the other day I woke up, I was looking in the mirror, I was like, oh, my abs are kind of, I'm kind of getting some abs. And I want to have freaking a little bit of ab this time because Beck's making me do so much core work. Yeah. I'm like, it better pay off. Like there better be some sort of definition there.
Yeah.
Because last prep I kind of just had a flat stomach. Yeah. Like there wasn't any sort of definition, which you don't need. Like
you don't need it.
You don't need 6-pack for bikini, but it'd be nice to have a little,
just a little, just a little
something.
Because like even like when you get on stage and like the tan and everything, it's very quick to kind of fade. Like you don't have those fully etched in lines like the big bodybuilders have and all that kind of stuff. But like we still just want to have that And everyone's different
definition.
as well. Like, yeah.
A lot of it
everyone's-
comes down to genetics
Oh,
and
yeah,
things
for
like
sure.
that, which I
Yeah.
just don't genetically have
Yeah.
a six pack.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's moving along. I'm not like craving anything, but I'm like when I see someone eating something, like I want
Yeah.
that thing, if that makes sense. Like Matt was eating an Easter bunny. I was like, oh, I want an Easter bunny. Like,
yeah.
or everyone at the Easter show. But then like when I'm just sitting at my desk at work, I'm not sitting there going, oh my God, I really want a cookie and I really want this.
Yeah.
Which
you're
is
not
good. Like
crazy
I'm
food
glad I'm not.
focused.
Like I definitely will get there. Like, well, I hope I don't, but I got there probably about 6 to 8 weeks out last time. So probably in a couple of weeks, might start to dial in a little bit more. But I was saying to Becky in my check-in, I just want like more of the food I'm eating at the
Yeah.
moment. Like I finished and because like I'm really enjoying all of my meals now. We fixed up one of my
Yeah.
lunches, but like all my other meals, like I really enjoy
Yeah,
eating them.
which is
So
good.
I
That's what you
finish them
want.
and then I go, oh,
I'm sad that that's over.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I just want a bit more.
What did we put in? Oh, was it just like a taco?
We're having like a burrito
beef,
bowl.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
beef mince type.
Beef
vibe.
mince, rice, lettuce,
Yeah,
corn.
love that.
Yeah, so that's good. I
Yeah.
had that. So yeah, I'm enjoying all my meals now,
Yeah,
which is
good. That's
really
really so
good.
important.
yes, because
Yeah.
it helps me stick. Not that I wouldn't stick to the plan, but it just makes it
It's
easier
more
to stick to the
enjoyable.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I look forward to those foods. Like I'm not sitting there because you want to enjoy eating when
Oh,
you're
yeah,
in prep. Like it's a
absolutely.
highlight of
It's
your,
literally like the best thing ever.
yeah, it becomes a highlight of your day. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, I get to eat an hour.
Yeah.
Woohoo! So it's like you don't want to be like, oh, I get to eat an hour, but like
I don't really like the food
but
that
the
I
food
have.
sucks.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm at a good state. Like I definitely have my moments where I'm like, oh, like this is hard. Like it would be easier if I wasn't in prep. Like when there's moments like when I'm at the Easter show and everyone's enjoying their food and I'm there sitting eating my cold ass food that's been
Yeah.
sitting in my lunchbox for 5 hours. Like definitely
It's not a vibe.
moments like that when you get in your head and go, oh, I wish I could just, get a burger or whatever. But yeah, it's not anything that I can't handle.
Yeah. And like at the end of the day, like we said about last week, like you just kind of remember why you're doing it. And then, again, not that it will magically make those cravings go away or that want to go away, but it kind of makes it justified as to why
Yeah.
you're doing what you're doing.
And like you said in my check-in, like I know that those things are enjoyable, but it's not as enjoyable as you think it is when you're in prep.
even
Like I know I really want
yeah.
that Easter bunny,
Yeah.
but like when I'd eat the Easter bunny,
You'll
it'd give me
have
30 seconds of gratification and
100%.
then I'll be like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
what now?
And you know
Like-
what? Like I find as well, like obviously, we had a lot of chocolate and stuff in the house and everything, and you just eat it because it's there. You don't actually eat it because you want it.
Mm.
And that's such a massive thing. And like the more that you eat it, the less enjoyable it becomes.
Yeah.
If that kind of makes sense. Like not the thrill of it. Like you get excited to eat it at the start because you're like, oh, it's new. But then when you've had fucking like 2 packets of the solid eggs and a bunny and you go and eat another bunny later, you're like, I'm over it. Like,
yeah,
but
I'm just
gonna
eating
eat
it because
it's
I have
there,
the chocolate.
which is so
yeah, and I
unsatisfying.
can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, but yeah, like I did. I it's so hard though because I feel like I don't want to come across as being like, or like, what you're wanting is not valid because it absolutely is. Obviously, it's
Oh
can't have
yeah,
it.
100%.
But and it's easy for me to say because I can actually eat it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, just remember that it's never like you said about the donuts.
It's
right?
never
It
as
was
satisfying as you
what
think
you
it's
actually
going
think
to
it is.
be,
Nothing ever is.
or as satisfying as you want it to be.
Yeah.
So it's like you just got to remember that in your head,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm just remembering in my head. Like when Matt's eating the Easter bunny, I'm like, oh, like I can eat an Easter bunny in a few weeks. Like
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah. It's
And I'll
absolutely
enjoy it just as much as I
Yeah,
wouldn't enjoy it now.
exactly.
I'll probably enjoy it more because I wouldn't have had it for so
fine.
long.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, but today we're going to talk about like not being ready for the stage, feeling like you might not be ready, you aren't ready,
Yeah,
your
what
coach
to
is
do.
thinking you're not ready,
Yeah.
like all those sorts of things.
And I think it's definitely a little bit different being in Australia because there is only 3 seasons
Sorry,
now.
the way you said
Did I just say Australia weird?
No, you were like Australia. I don't know
Australia?
why you said it like
I feel like I said that weird too, but I was like, wait, why did I say that? Like
I'm just sitting here, I'm like
Australia.
being in Australia, and I'm like,
You know what's funny?
I'm like
though, on-
Australia.
Australia, mate. I think one of our top countries though that listens to this is Canada.
Canada,
So
you
which
did
is
say
so
that.
random.
We're
Anyway.
here for the Canadians.
Yeah, we're here.
Sorry,
yeah,
I just
thanks.
couldn't hold
No,
it in.
It was
I was
because
like-
I thought it
as
too.
soon as
And
I
I
heard
was
you
like,
say
wait,
it, I was
why did I
like-
just say it like that? Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, it's different because we are in this country.
We're in Australia.
Australia, mate. Where we only have 3 seasons, whereas when you're in America or Canada or wherever, even like Europe and stuff like that, there's especially NPC shows, and there's NPC shows every bloody weekend.
Mm.
Like there's so many of them. So you don't necessarily have seasons. Whereas here we have A, B, and C. Like
Yeah,
it's,
people will be like, "Oh, what season are you doing?"
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
really like, "Oh, what
when
show
it-
are you
yeah,
doing?"
what show are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So
And they'll know what you're talking about if you're like, "Oh, season B, season
yes,
C."
yeah, yeah. So I think it's definitely a little bit different because like the time frame of things is definitely very I'm going to say all or nothing kind of thing in for lack of a better term, but yeah, obviously there will always be the next season. Like if you don't come in, but then you have to kind of figure out the whole like are we going to reverse
Are you
out
gonna
and
hold?
you're going to
Yeah.
hold and all that kind of stuff. So it becomes a lot, but I guess I don't know. I guess from a coach's point of view, I am so honest. Like the worst thing is like that you don't want to get up on stage and be that person that looks not overweight. That's very dramatic, but looks like they haven't even done
Like
a
you
prep.
stick up for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that like obviously you have a coach to tell you whether you are ready or not. And obviously you have a coach to get you ready.
Mm.
Yes.
But it's so important as a coach to be able to be honest with your client because when you're in prep, like you got glasses on but they're blurry.
Yeah.
Like you're not really seeing the reality.
No.
Like you might think you're not ready, but your coach is like, "No, you look amazing."
Yeah.
Or you might think you look amazing, but your coach is kind of like, "We're not quite there yet."
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing is, well, you don't actually know what you look like until you're up on stage.
Mm.
Like you can look so lean and so like dry and small and tiny in your check-in photos, but then when you got up on stage, like I found that with my my latest season is I know I needed to lose a little bit more weight for my first show, but comparatively from the first show to the second show, I was like, oh yeah, like I needed to lose that 2 kilos or whatever it was that I actually lost. And it could not just necessarily be body fat, but it could just be a little bit of water retention. Like there's so many things when you're that lean that can actually, obviously change the way that you actually look and the way that you do, especially up on stage. Like I look at my Sydney, so the first show that I did in the last season, and I go, oh my God, I could have easily probably lost another 5 kilos. Like that's in my mind.
But you don't see it until
Probably,
after the
yeah,
fact.
exactly. And you just don't know, what you're going to look like until you get those photos back or whatever it may be. But yeah.
So how would you kind of approach it if let's go from a coach's perspective, how would you approach it, say like clients maybe 4 or 5 weeks out and you're kind of thinking
We're
like,
probably not going to be ready.
we're not quite there.
I would definitely have that discussion with them and see whether it's so hard though, hey, because it depends on how their body's responding. Like, are we already pushing it to the absolute max? Do we
have they got
room
any
to,
more in the tank?
Have they got it?
Yeah.
So I think having that conversation, like, hey, do you think you'll actually be able to push a little bit heavier? Can we do more cardio? Can we drop calories more? How is your mental state with that? And I guess just kind of see how we go with that. But also I think understanding, like just giving them that option, like, hey, I think that and it depends on how, how not ready we are. So is it we still need to lose 5 kilos or plus? Or is it, hey, we probably just need to, push for that little extra, extra go for the next 3 or 4 weeks and we'll be sweet. It's so hard because, obviously everyone's different and everybody's different and it all kind of looks different. But at the same time, I think having realistic expectations of what is going to come from the show as well. So yeah, maybe it's not necessarily a are you ready type thing. It's more, we're probably not lean enough for the first show, but adjust your expectations. Don't expect to get anything, but let's try and see how we go. Because the other thing as well is you don't really know what how your body is going to respond to like the carb up and all that kind of stuff until you do it. Obviously, yes, we have trial peak weeks and all that kind of stuff, but that can also be very different.
Yeah. 100%.
I absolutely, I definitely could have pushed a lot more in my later shows to fill out. I was definitely very flat, but also there's that fear that we don't want to overshoot it and go watery and, kind of hold
There's a
all
fine
that.
line.
There's such a fine line. And again, especially when you're doing back-to-back shows as well, your body's going to respond very differently. I remember watching Fit with Lily and her first, I think it was her second show that she did, the Nationals. Her body was just churning through carbs. She couldn't actually feel it.
She was out the back so much cereal, cocoa bombs and stuff.
But whereas the show before that, she was sweet,
perfect.
right?
Yeah.
So it's just you can't really know
There's
how
so
the
much
body's going to respond.
Science behind
So
it.
much. And it's not even evidence science. It's just
No.
on what happens for that.
It's a lot of trial and
It's so
error,
much trial and
guesswork,
error.
and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And I think it could be the point where maybe they're not super duper ready for the show, but it could be that it's their first time and it's maybe a smaller federation. It's not, IFBB, you're going for a pro card.
Yeah.
Could be like NBA first time, ICN first time. So it's like maybe let's just get
See
on
how you
stage,
go.
see what we can do.
The other thing as
Like
well
you
is-
said, setting expectations
Yes.
for your client.
Yeah.
And just, I think, focusing on what they're going to bring, not what everyone else is going to bring,
Yes.
especially for the first show.
Yeah, I think because you don't know what everyone else is going to bring. So, and the thing that kind of is the tell when it comes to who's going to place and all that. Like, you don't want to be the leanest. You don't want to be the most jacked. Like, that's not what they look like. Sorry, they look for the balance. They look like everyone is so different. Like, you just have to look at the Olympian that was last year. She didn't look as lean as what some of the other ones was, but she came first. So you can't be like, oh, it's because I wasn't lean
It's not
enough.
judged off of one thing.
It's your overall package. So yeah, and even different federations with different categories is going to be very different as well. Like bikini ICN is going to be very different to bikini IFBB. So I think just understanding all of that, and look, if it means that maybe you change your category as well, that might be another option. Especially now that we do have, especially for IFBB, we do have that fit model division. It's definitely an opportunity there, but again, you don't know until on the day.
Yeah, and
which
you could be
is
like,
hard.
oh, I'm not lean enough, but you might still have the most beautiful posing, and you've got great glute shape, and you've got perfect balance between your shoulders and glutes.
Yeah.
So you might still look really amazing on stage, but you might just not get that first place because maybe you're just not quite conditioned enough. But like we said, especially if it's like your first season, there's still the opportunity to definitely give it a go. Like, I wouldn't just throw in the towel because you're like, oh, I didn't lose those last 2 kilos that I should have lost.
Yeah. Whereas if you're like noticeably, we've still got like a lot of midsection, like we don't have maybe as strong of a glute ham tie-in, which again, it's so hard because like unless you've got like a decent posing room that has those downlights, you can't see it.
No.
At all. Like, I didn't think that I had a glute hand tie-in for my first IFBB show. I saw the photos and I was like, oh, I do have one. But you can't see that when it's just plain flat lighting.
No.
So, yeah, it's so tricky to know. But again, this is why you hire a coach. And you just have that trusted process because they have that eye to know whether you are lean enough or whatever. Especially as well because you'll never feel like you're lean enough.
No.
Ever.
No.
It's
like,
not
I
a thing.
remember... I filmed a video between my state show and my like national show, and I was doing like lat raises, and I didn't post it because I was like, oh, I don't look lean enough. And then like 2 months down the track, I was like, holy shit, I was lean AF. Like, I look so tiny. But in that moment, I was like, no, I'm fat. Like,
I barely posted anything in my last prep as far as like my training and stuff like that because I was the same. I was like, I'm not lean enough. But then there's other people out there that just post all the things and then look insane. I'm like,
and people would probably think you look insane.
I looked like a friggin', I looked like a crackhead.
It all comes back to the mental side of things. And then like, if you're coming from a competitor side of things, of feeling like you're not ready, but your coach is saying one thing, like, trust what they're saying, because like I said, you've got glasses on, but they're blurry. Like, you can't see what is true, and you've probably got other people in the gym that will tell you the same thing. Like, you look great, like other coaches and things like that. Like, I remember having conversations with like Brent or Jack or whatever, and they're like, no, you look like shredded as hell. And I'm like, oh, but other girls look better. And like, you just kind of need someone to shake you sometimes and be like, no, like, you can do this. And that's why it's really important as well who you pick to be as your coach, and the kind of relationship that you develop with your coach, because you don't want someone that is gonna sugarcoat it. You don't want someone that's gonna sugarcoat it and be like, no, you look amazing, but like, you've still got too much fat on you, or your posing looks terrible. Like, you need someone that's gonna be honest about it.
100%. Yeah. And like, I think as well, just to get this thought out of my brain before I forget it, but as a coach too, like, the way that you look pre-carb up compared to how you look carb up can be so dramatically different too. Like, you will feel skinny fat until you have carbs in you.
Yeah.
Like, you
I'm
will
kind
feel
of
like an
feeling
empty
that right
sack.
now. I'm feeling like a
like
little
an
bit
empty
of that
balloon.
skinny fat stage.
And that's kind of like, honestly, as a coach, I'm like, that's good because it means that you're, obviously we're slowly depleting and all that kind of stuff. Like I've got a client at the moment and she's almost 3 weeks out. And she's reporting that, yeah, she feels very flat and everything. And I'm like, good, because then your body's going to respond so much better when we actually do a carb up. And, you'll obviously, your body will hold on to the carbs and hold on to the size and do all that.
Yeah, and then when you go in and you do like your pump up sessions and stuff as well, it all starts to come together and you go, okay, like, and you might be 2 days out from comp, but you're like, okay.
Yeah,
like,
maybe this is actually a thing.
Yeah, maybe I am ready.
Yeah. The other thing I was going to touch on as well is I think, again, like you said about you don't want a coach that's going to sugarcoat things. I feel like I'm probably a lot harsher on my comp clients than what I am on my Gen Pop clients, because I'm like, with comp, there's no excuses.
No.
Like there is no, unless you're sick or injured, there's no excuses. And I think like when it comes to Gen Pop, like obviously you have different expectations of what you would, expect from a comp competitor to a Gen Pop. And
there's no
I'm still
deadline
tough.
there.
Exactly right. Like I'm still tough love kind of vibes, because I'm like, otherwise you're not going to see any progress. But like when it comes to comp clients, I'm like, I'm not the nice guy at all. And like I would say I'm a very friendly person. I'm a nice person. But like when it comes to that, like, no, I'd be on your shit. And if there's an issue, you tell me and we sort it out. It's none of this. I don't care about your feelings. Like, sorry, but I don't care about your feelings. And it's just, we've got a job to do. And at the end of the day, it's because it is such an extreme sport, you have to be extreme with what you do. And it makes everything that you do so much more thought out and, what's the word? Like, it's so much more purposeful, but also so much more meaningful as well. Like if I tell you that you need to go and get a bloody massage, like go and get a massage because I'm telling you to do that. You know what I mean?
And like if you can't handle like being told those sorts of things, like being told what to do or being told like you need to push harder, and like you're probably like just being brutally honest, you're probably not cut out to do prep.
Not at all.
Or
try and coach yourself and see how good that goes.
Yeah.
That's literally what you hire a coach to do. And you don't hire a comp coach to be your friend at all.
Like when you're a Gen Pop client, it's a little bit more of that, like you said, friendly relationship. But like when you're in prep, your coach is like your god.
Yeah.
Like, all hail. Like I'm like, hail Coach Beck.
Anything she says, I must do.
Please tell me to eat an Easter bunny.
Yeah.
But if she's like, we're doing an extra 5 minutes of cardio, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna like fair enough. Like feel like if you want to say why, like say why.
Absolutely. Question 100%.
Yeah.
And like I feel like, I mean, hopefully correct me if I'm wrong, but I like to justify everything that I do. Like,
and you do. Like I got a little bit of extra cardio, like barely anything, and you were like, it's just so that we can progress, like. Because like my progression's just been a little bit slow, so it's like just so that way we can keep progressing and maybe pick it up a little bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say before, I feel like I just sounded like a right bitch then, but I'm like, if obviously there is something going on, and I still want all of my clients to be very honest and open with me, and I will be understanding. But I'm like, there's obviously like a bit of a leeway when it comes to that.
Sometimes you need a reality check. Sometimes, especially in prep, like sometimes we'll be honest, sometimes your feelings are not valid.
Yeah.
And like you'll have people like Matt will tell me all the time, like sometimes he's like, you're being silly, like
yes,
lock in.
Yeah.
Like it's not that hard, like you can do it. Lock the fuck in. Like he says that all the time. Lock in. He's like, don't be a pussy. And I'm like okay, like sometimes your feelings are valid, sometimes they're not. Yeah. Especially in a prep. Like sometimes you're really not thinking rationally.
Yeah, that's it, right? You're not thinking very clearly. And I think as well, like obviously I remember saying to Jamie, like, tell me if I am being ridiculous. Like tell me if I am being dramatic or I'm being, a piece of crap. I remember like it was like every Sunday for some reason towards the end, I'd be like on the step machine, I'd be messaging him like, sorry if I was a bitch this morning. Like I would just be more short and just be like, I just got to go and do my cardio, because that's the day that I had to get everything done. I'd go and do my groceries and then like do my cardio, then have breakfast and then go to the groceries and then meal prep everything and get my steps in. Like I had such a routine on my Sunday, but I was just thinking about that, and that's the only thing. And it meant that I, wasn't all too friendly in the morning. Like I didn't want to have the old chat, because I was like, I just wanted to get to the gym, because the moment I get to the gym and do my steps and my cardio, that means I can come home and eat. You know what I mean? Like it's but I think but yeah, I remember being like, I'm so sorry if I was a bitch. And he'd be like, no, like, it's fine. Or he'd be like, yeah, but, it's okay kind of thing. So he'd be like, yes, you were. Not that he ever really said that, but yeah. So kind of like a little bit, I guess, pulling me in line as well, which I think is, there's a way though to do it. Let me just say that.
Yeah. Sometimes when you've got someone in prep, you've got to tread a little bit lighter.
Sometimes maybe don't say, you asked for this and this is what, this is your choice. Like, we know. Oh, fuck off.
I did that. I
think
did that last week.
time. Which I don't think I actually edited out.
No,
so
I heard the slight pause.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. I was kind of like, did it stop?
Doing that? Yeah, I just realized I wouldn't have. It kept going. Yeah,
There's also like, we were saying, not being physically ready, but I think there can also be a definite like mental side to not being ready. Like, you might be 5 weeks out and you might just be like, I cannot do this.
Yeah.
Like, you might be really, really struggling. And sometimes that can be where you might go, okay, maybe we don't push now.
Absolutely.
Maybe we keep going and then reassess maybe in like 2 weeks and see how you're still feeling mentally. Because if you're already suffering mentally, like, you're not going to have it in you to physically push
Absolutely
further.
not. And it wouldn't be it wouldn't be the healthier option to keep going either. Obviously, we're not here to be healthy in a prep, but there's still a means of, or ways of being healthier and trying to be the healthiest during a prep.
Yeah.
And again, not just physically, obviously, we're talking mentally more so.
And it might not necessarily be withdrawing from a prep. Like, you could be 4 weeks out and be like, I'm really mentally struggling. Your coach will be like, okay, maybe let's do like a little bit of a refeed.
And you'll be surprised at how much that just helps.
Or let's just drop back like your cardio slightly, just see if that helps with a bit of fatigue, a bit of mental fatigue as well. And then, like I said, reassess. Like we said the other week, don't just quit.
Oh, yeah.
On those first thoughts of those feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
On those first thoughts of like, I can't do this, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Don't just throw in the towel.
No, be very open and honest with your coach. And again, it could just be, because a lot of the time, like, our mental health, especially when we're in prep, can be fixed. Like, it sounds weird, but can be improved by just having a refeed. Like, even if it's a day. Like, even just the thought of a refeed, how exciting is it? Like, I told my client that she gets a refeed next week, and she's been telling everyone about it in the gym apparently. She's like, how many calories am I gonna get? How many more carbs am I gonna get? And I was like,
I'm getting double the carbs.
I was like, this is why I shouldn't have told her. But like, I'm like, still. But she's so excited, and so obviously that brings her a little bit of life. Like, just the thought of getting more food is really making her happy and excited. So obviously that's why I told her. But like, so even just that can be so much more beneficial to your mental health, especially when you're in the depths of prep.
And it doesn't make you weak or
not in
like
any way
soft, or
because I'd rather you tell me that you need a refeed than you just go and eat food anyway.
Like, and then you feel guilty about it, and then you spiral,
it's a whole other thing,
and that's way harder to fix. Like, if you've gone and gotten Maccas, like, as a refeed, that's way harder to fix than you saying to your coach, hey, I really feel like some pasta. There's ways, like, as much as prep is like, you do the things, you tick the boxes every day, like, you're on par. Like, there are ways to work around it if you really need it.
100%.
Like, there's, like we say, as much as we say, there's no flexibility in prep. It's go, go, go. It's tick, tick, tick. If you've got a good coach, like, and you're honest as a client, and your coach is honest, and you're willing to try anything, like, there are definitely ways to reassess and go, okay, like, what's going to benefit you? What's going to help get you to that finish line? Because you as a coach, you want them to get to the stage.
Oh, 100%.
Like, you don't want them to get, like, they've done 15 weeks of the prep and then throw in the towel. Like, because you've put the work into them as well. So you want them to be able to have that feeling of accomplishment. And get to the stage. So there's always ways to navigate.
100%. Yeah. And it's just, about being as open and honest with your coach as possible. But at the bottom line though, like, you'll actually never feel ready. But again, that's why you have the coach to kind of tell you whether yes, you will be ready and don't stress about it, or that to adjust your expectations, or do we need to change our date, right? Change our season or whatever. Or even, like, you could even change your federation as well. Like, obviously, depending on the posing and all that kind of stuff gets a little bit tricky there. But if it means that, maybe you're striving for an ICN show, but maybe an A and B show is going to be, 4 weeks later that you can potentially go to, that's an extra 4 weeks that you have to try and lose that little bit more
Yeah,
weight or
exactly.
whatever
Or
it
like
is.
you said, categories and things
Yeah,
like that. Like if
absolutely.
you're not looking as muscular as you thought you'd be, you
Yeah.
could go to fit model
Yeah.
or
Or the opposite way.
swimsuit if
Yeah,
you're at
exactly.
ICN or things like that. So
But again, like that should be a conversation between, obviously you and your coach. And like I'm a person that's like, if I don't think that you're going to, as a coach, I think it gets a little bit tricky when you're opposing coach and a coach as well. If I have a client come to me and I'm like, oh, I just think that you're probably more like your body shape is more of a fit model.
yeah,
It gets really
you're saying
difficult,
this
I think.
if you're just the posing
If I'm
coach
just
and
the
they've got a
posing
different
coach
coach
and they have a different
yeah.
coach. It definitely gets a little bit tricky there.
You
But
don't wanna
I would
overstep.
I wouldn't tell the client. I would just probably reach out to the coach and be like, hey, what are your thoughts on this? Have you thought about this?
Yeah.
It's so hard because you don't want to step on toes. You don't want to come across as someone I don't want to poach clients.
Yeah, but
I want the best
as
out
the
for that
posing coach,
person.
you want the best for that client.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah. But yeah, I think that where was I going with that? Oh, why am I the one that seems like they're impressed? What the hell?
she's done a lot, guys. We'll give her a break.
It's been a month. I feel
She's
like this month has
struggling
just
a
been
little bit.
terrible. My brain is just empty. Yeah, no idea. She's gone.
Can we put like cricket sounds
Oh,
in, like
yeah.
into the,
Yeah,
can we
I'll try
add
and
that
edit
in?
that. The elevator music.
Yeah.
No, it's gone.
It's
Anyway.
gone. It might come back.
Yeah, it might float back around. It's like a butterfly.
Yeah.
Just like the thought is a butterfly.
Like I said, we
that
need
way.
to tell it from.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Like
Yeah,
the newsreaders.
The newsreaders, yeah.
So you can write our script so we don't forget.
Yeah. ChatGPT.
Especially when I'm like 4 weeks out. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Anyway, yeah. So there's always different ways that you can kind of communicate that and have develop a bit of a plan and everything like that. But again, like I think we've said this a million times before, but the stage will always be there. Whether it's this season, whether it's next season, whether it's next year, it does not matter. And I think as well, like you were talking about being mentally ready as well. Before you even start a prep, like I try and with all of my clients, I try and be so like educate them as much as possible. At the end of the day, I know that they will never actually truly know what I'm saying until they've experienced it. But I'm like, if I can be like, okay, remember when I said this is what I meant. And then for it to kind of be like, I'm going to say like justified with how they're feeling compared to what, whether it's been previous clients or myself has experienced, like this, it's going to be like somewhat normal kind of thing. Like obviously we're going to have things like sleep regression and, like, yes, we're probably going to be moody and all the things. I think that definitely helps as well.
Yeah, definitely getting in a good mental state is important. Like I said, I think last week or the week before, I could have done a season like the year right after, but I knew I wasn't, like I knew what a prep took.
Yeah.
And I knew like the sacrifices and I just wasn't ready to do that. I wasn't ready to go through that again. I wasn't ready to make those sacrifices. And also I was just like enjoying eating food, to be completely honest. So like
fair.
I wasn't ready to give that up.
Yeah, that's so fair.
Like, because when you get off stage, if you're going again for another season, like those 6 months, like of off season, like go like that.
Fly by.
Like they go so fast.
Yeah.
So I knew I wasn't ready, and I knew I just wanted to like,
enjoy it,
enjoy my life, do a bit of traveling, and do all those sorts of things. So, and then I was like, okay, I'm ready to go again.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember before you're like, I'm so keen.
Yeah, I was like,
which
I'm
is exactly
so
what you
keen
want
to
to be
prep.
feeling like, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be like, oh my God, I don't want to do a prep.
Yeah, because when I
Then
found
you're not
out
gonna do
another
it.
person that like I competed with was doing it again, like straight away, I was like, oh, I could not do that.
No.
And then they didn't. They
Yeah.
weren't successful.
Yeah.
So like, and I kind of said to them, I was like, oh, are you sure you're ready? Because I saw a lot of, I won't share who it is, but like Beck probably knows what I'm talking about. I saw a lot of their prep journey. Like we were quite close throughout their prep journey, and I experienced like quite a bit of that with them. And I saw how much they struggled in their first prep. So then when they were like, I'm doing it again straight away, I was a bit
Yeah.
like, oh, like, are you, like, I even said to them as a mate, I was like, are you sure, like,
Yeah.
you're ready?
Yeah.
And then they
It
weren't
didn't-
ready.
yeah.
It wasn't a good outcome.
No,
So like
not at all.
making sure that you like not just feeling like as the second time competitor, I've got to do this again because I've done it once now, and people are probably expecting me to
Yeah.
compete again.
Or
in that
everyone
season.
ever. When's your next
'Cause, yeah,
show?
exactly.
Yeah.
So like, don't give into that pressure of like, oh, I've got to compete again, but then you're not going to be ready, or you won't feel ready.
Because remember, like being a bodybuilder and being a competitor is not just this prep.
Mm.
It is building. It's literally in the name. Like you want to grow and you want to come back different, because if you just come back the same, like with the way that the sport progresses so insanely quick and the standards are just so high, you need to have that time off to grow.
Especially as a natural athlete,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you're probably not going to make much
Change.
gains in those, because when you think about it, especially if you're doing like a full reverse phase, like you're probably only going to have maybe 3 months of
if that
of being on like decent calories.
Yeah, to try and grow,
like,
and
you
like
can't do
absolutely
that
not.
much in 3 months.
No.
So
And
like
again, being a natural athlete,
Yeah.
you're going to lose a little bit of muscle when you do the prep again
Mm.
anyway. So it's very rare that you maintain muscle mass.
yeah. So like I knew that taking a long off season was what was going to be right for me.
Yeah.
And now hopefully I'll look
It's
different.
definitely already.
Yeah, I'm like, but see, that's already
in
me
your
like
mind,
getting in my
yeah.
mind going,
Yeah.
do I look different? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And again, that's everyone ever.
Mm.
Because that's the thing. You're not only worried about like you being ready in time. It's like, well, am I going to actually look different?
Yeah,
this time
because,
as
like,
well?
I'm thinking like, oh, people are going to be comparing me to my last show, like more than they'll probably be comparing me to the other athletes. Like people go, oh, like I'm like, oh, people will be like, oh, Paris looks the same. Paris looks smaller. Like you just those thoughts just get into your head. But
You definitely don't look the same
Thanks.
or smaller. You're jacked now. It's great. I love it.
Thanks. Stay
Anyway.
humble.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be saying this if it wasn't true. Though.
Yeah, that's true. 'cause she's
Otherwise, I'd be like,
honest.
yeah,
honest
exactly.
coach.
I'd be like, we didn't do anything.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I would be
never-
concerned if I'd be a little
Yeah.
bit concerned if I looked the same.
Yeah, I would
to
be
be
too.
fair,
Yeah.
I'd be like, what was I slogging all those hours in the gym for and
Yeah.
force feeding myself oats? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like I would be concerned.
Yeah.
I'd be like something's
You
wrong with my
worry.
body
Yeah,
internally because
yeah.
I did the work. Like
Maybe
I
we need
did
to start
the
doing
work.
start doing some peptides or
Yeah.
TSD.
No, just
No,
kidding.
just kidding. That's definitely
Never.
not on the cards.
That's not in my future.
No,
it's not in
me
my
either.
future trajectory.
No.
That's for sure.
No.
Well, do you have anything else to say about
I
this topic?
don't think so. I think
we've
just
kinda covered
understanding that it's
everything.
normal to not feel ready, but
Oh,
also if,
100%.
like again, just talk to your coach. Like, be like, hey, everyone ever experiences it, and it should be your like as the coach, it should be their responsibility to kind of say, hey, I don't think we're going to be ready. If we're not,
Yeah.
but these are the options, and kind of yeah.
Your
coming into
coach will, like, when you say those words, I don't feel ready, your coach will be like, oh, I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
they
everyone ever.
should expect it because
Yeah.
every competitor probably says the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. Or thinks it. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much just the general
Yeah.
goal of it. Yeah, episode 10. Look at us go.
I know. So
Maybe
proud.
by 15 we'll have a brain. Who knows?
Yeah, and we might be in a new location soon. pending.
Hopefully.
Once Beck gets Wi-Fi.
Once I get Wi-Fi, I did get some chairs, which is pretty cool.
Oh, you
I
got
think that
some?
either
You'll
come
have to
today
show
or
me.
tomorrow. Yeah, we'll show you. But yeah, and a little side table that we can hook the microphones up so they'll be like this.
So we're not
Instead of
looking
us
like
holding it.
singers.
Yeah. Na, na, na. But yeah, once we have Wi-Fi though, it'll be a lot easier. Can't wait.
Yeah, like what world are we living in? Let's get this girl some Wi-Fi. If anyone's really
Literally.
tech savvy out there, knows
Oh yeah,
what they're
anyone
doing.
works for the NBN?
Yeah.
Please hook me up.
Legit.
Please. All right,
well,
guys. So thank
thanks
you
for
so much for
listening.
listening, and we will see you.
Next week.
We won't see you. We'll talk
Well,
to you.
they might see us.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
We won't see you, but you'll see us.
Bye.
Bye.